Good morning. I wanted that song as a lead-in for a couple reasons. One of them I just found out. When I think about what I'm going to talk about, there's kind of a process that Spirit puts me through. And it is about gathering ideas, narrowing, reviewing, to the point where I no longer have any idea what I'm supposed to say. I don't know why that's the process, but it is. And what I found is that I was much more sensitive to that today, because there are these expectations that I have built up in my mind. I'm a minister now. The first Sunday for the last 2 years, I have facilitated the service, but I'm a minister now.
Damn straight.
That's right. That's right.
No.
yeah. Try again. That was good. And I am now a minister at Emerald Valley Center for Spiritual Living. And so there's some weight. But that weight is self-imposed, right?
Well said.
Spirit isn't the one that is weighing me down. It is what I have chosen to do. And what I love about that song, about It's a Possibility, in the words of Yentl, nothing's impossible. Meaning, everything is possible. Everything. And so I would just pose the question rhetorically to start. Is your life unfolding the way you expected it to? There's probably, well, yeah, kind of over here, maybe not over here. And so we're going to talk about vision. There is no vision without provision. In other words, every question, every statement is answered. Spirit doesn't say, well, Shelley, you asked for that, but I don't really think that you deserve that. So here's this instead. It's like, let's make a deal, door number 2, right? That has the donkey instead of the Mustang. Right? Spirit doesn't make those choices. Spirit is benevolent. I like to think of it as, yes, my beloved. Because I'm me, I also add, if it were me, I'd make a different choice. Are you sure that's really what you want? There is no vision without provision. Our words, our thoughts, our actions create a response. And it's easy in this world that we live in, with instant news, scrolling, where people are free to post their beliefs, their opinions in a public forum. It's easy to have a mindset of, I'll say doom, gloom, oh no, what if that happens? I better be afraid. Spirit doesn't know the difference between my creating this sense of fear over what isn't really happening to me, but I'm reading about it and I'm wondering if it could, versus someone kicking in my door. There's still going to be a reaction. There's going to be a response. That's the provision of it all. So have you ever been thinking about someone And then they call. Yeah. I think that's a really easy example. What about, I hope this doesn't happen? Ta-da! Yeah, and there it is. Now, I am grateful to know that Spirit has a bit of a buffer, just like the printer, right? In other words, if I just think something, an instant thought, I can pretty much change it and move on. It's not a penalty, but there is a response. Whether I am intentionally stating a beautiful vision or muttering to myself that MF, that whatever, there's always a response. Buddha said, miracles start to happen when you give as much energy to your dreams as you do your fears. And I take that as a call to action. And I'm reminded of the importance of being mindful and tending my mind. Some mornings, instead of being in meditation or prayer, I find myself scrolling. And I'm not, in that instance, I don't think that I'm looking for that spiritual quote to inspire me. No, I'm looking for something that is going to feed whatever that is that's going on in the back of my mind. And if it's fear, I'm going to find something that is something to be fearful about. So tending the mind doesn't mean, oh, I'm a bad minister, I should be doing this. It's simply, okay, now I'm aware. I get a choice. I get to choose. Am I going to go with the vision, or am I going to go with the fear? And so I would say that it's time to change our internal narrative and begin living for that vision. What is it that we want our life to create? Our life being Spirit's life. What do we want to intentionally seek Spirit's guidance in, as, and through? It's a big question. But the beauty is, there's this little catchphrase I like to add at the end. Or something better, right? And not to outline. I want to be a presence of love. Now, I'm not going to outline it and say, I want to be a presence of love for Carol. Right? Because maybe Carol doesn't want me being a presence of love. And so it is with anything specific. Spirit will reveal to me those situations, those people, those opportunities that are seeking the expression of love. If I'm willing. If I'm willing to say it, if I'm willing to believe it, and then if I'm willing to be it. There is no vision without provision. So it's our responsibility to speak of love. It feels, because of what I see, it feels like there's somehow a lack of love. There's love missing. It's not. The same amount of love from the instant of creation that was present in that instant is present now. It's a possibility. But it's about shifting the narrative. It's about anchoring into that vision and allowing Spirit to provision the outcome. I can't receive that saying that wrong. I cannot receive anything that I'm not willing to be in consciousness. I can't receive the love unless I am willing to be the love. There's a story about Baba Nanak. He was born in 1469. Isn't that about the time Christopher Columbus got lost? Yeah. So that was happening, and that's what we learned about. But in the village of Punjab, there was Baba. And Baba was troubled. Troubled by what Baba saw happening in the world. The Hindus and the Muslims were in turmoil, and so he left. He disappeared. People in his village assumed perhaps he drowned. He reappeared 3 days later. So clear with the vision of oneness that when Baba reemerged into that community, Baba saw no turmoil. Baba saw the connection. Baba saw the oneness that was present all of the time. And when one person creates that vision, creates that opportunity, what does it do? Yeah, it creates an opportunity for others to step into, to join with, to create their own vision of how they choose to show up as love, as peace, as harmony. Whatever that is, that which we want to experience in the world. Baba also grew to become the founder of Sikhism. So Baba's revelation wasn't retained in the one, wasn't contained in the one. Because of Baba's vision of oneness, of unity, of love, others saw that, started to receive that, and started to be that. So we have no idea of the transformation that each one of us is making simply by our individual commitment to a vision. So I have a question. Take a moment to consider, what's your vision for your life, for the world? And if, as you think of that, you think, oh, that's something I learned a long time ago. Maybe I want to choose a new vision, a new opportunity. We always have that ability to choose again. So take a moment and think about today. What is your vision for your life today? What is your vision for your life today? And if you're willing to share that vision, I'll hand you the microphone.